On February 19th, 2026, a fisherman named Marvin launched his kayak from Clark's Bridge boat ramp on Lake Lanier in Georgia. The wind was up, the water was cold, but it was a fishable morning. He had his cameras rolling, his gear ready, and nothing on his mind except getting out on the water. He'd barely started paddling when he heard something strange.
Hello?
At first, he couldn't even place it. The wind was cutting across the lake hard enough to scramble sound. It could have been a bird, could have been an animal somewhere in the trees along the bank. But something made him slow down and listen. It was a voice, barely there, carried on the wind. A woman was lying on the shoreline. She wasn't moving the way someone moves when they've just tripped. She was on her side, barely responsive, gasping. Marvin pulled up, got out, and immediately realized this was far beyond a simple fall. He got 911 on the phone and didn't hang up for the next 13 minutes. What followed was one of the most intense 911 calls ever captured on a fishing channel.
We got an emergency here. I am at the Clark's Bridge boat ramp. I'm across from it at another boat dock, and I have a white female who's on the ground. Appears that she may have fallen and tripped, and she's in a recovery position, but she seems to be gasping for air. Ma'am?
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me an exact address? Are you on the Lake Road?
No, ma'am. I am actually on land right now. I'm on shore across from the Clark's Bridge boat ramp.
The woman drifted in and out of consciousness while Marvin stayed right beside her, keeping her calm, waving down nearby residents to help direct emergency services to the location. At one point, she went completely still. 12 minutes in, she finally managed to say something clearly enough for Marvin to understand. Her chest was hurting.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't want to have to make her run down here or anything. So if I could have saved her, I could have came down here for her, but she
Yeah.
came down
It's okay. Just relax, man. Don't try to move. Right now, I don't even want you to talk. Just go ahead and save your energy as best you can, okay? Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, you did good. You did good because I heard you. I heard you. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. Just stay like you are. Yeah, I know. Super strong of you. Super strong of you. Yelling out like that. You did what you need to do. You got help here. So just relax. Yeah, don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Ow.
Is it your arm?
Ow.
Is it your arm?
My chest.
Oh, your chest?
My chest.
Okay, your chest. Your chest. Your chest.
Ow.
They're coming. They're about to be
Okay.
here.
Do you normally have chest pains, or did you fall?
When Hall County Fire Rescue arrived and took over the scene, the tension broke. Neighbors had gathered. A woman who'd heard the commotion had climbed down from her house with her baby to help.
For hearing me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I can't even believe that I didn't see her, but she's in natural colors. I didn't even...
Yeah, so again, with the wind and everything, I said, man, is that somebody calling for help, or is that like an animal?
One of the first responders recognized Marvin from his YouTube channel. Before he got back in his kayak, he said one thing quietly to the camera. Nobody knows the answer to that question, but on that particular morning, a man went fishing and saved a life. And the only reason it happened was because he was paying attention.
Whew. Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing me to hear that woman. Thank you for having me turn around and come and take a closer look, because who knows how long she would have been there. Whew. Thank you, Jesus. All right, let's get some fishing in.
Not every disturbing moment on the water involves someone needing help. Sometimes the danger comes from the person who's supposed to be on dry land. Two anglers drove up to a river in New Jersey, parked at a public access lot, and waded in. They'd made their way upstream, fishing as they went, when they landed a solid brown trout. Good day shaping up, no reason to expect anything unusual. Then a man appeared on the bank above them, screaming. The fishermen were calm. They explained that their car was parked a mile downstream, that they'd leave, but they needed to walk back the way they came. That's not an unreasonable request. That's just basic geography. The man's response was to pick up a rock and throw it at them. For the next several minutes, the man followed them down the bank, hurling rocks, screaming threats.
Do you own this?
You can't resolve anything verbally, so you talk about a gun?
Come over here.
I don't need to. I just acknowledged what you said and said. No, I'm not. I acknowledged what you said and I said we're gonna leave. And now you're throwing rocks at me. You're a psycho.
I'll see you over by your car.
Go ahead. Dude, you threw a rock at me. You're gonna get in more trouble than me.
It's private property.
It doesn't matter. That
Yo,
doesn't
do you
mean
understand that we said we'll leave?
Just because this section of the river might be deemed private, this is still New Jersey water.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Dude, I have a hunting app on my phone that gives me the property line. You don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what it's talking about.
No, you don't. You clearly don't.
At one point, telling them he'd come into the river and drown them. The fishermen kept their composure, barely, continuing to walk out while documenting everything on camera. Eventually, a game warden arrived, called to the scene by the landowner himself. And here's where the situation got complicated. Turns out, at some point during their upstream wade, they had crossed an invisible line. A chain stretched across the riverbed, marking the boundary of private property.
You're checking licenses or you got a call from an angry human being?
Yeah.
What do we got going on?
This guy frickin'. I'm from South Jersey, man. I was under the impression if you like walk and wade the river, this guy came out saying we're on private property, this and that, and started chucking rocks at me. I film everything too.
So we got cameras, we make YouTube videos. We parked in the public pull-off over there, walked this path, and I guess there's a chain somewhere. He said that's where the property starts, and we parked here, walked this path, and kind of just went up. Oh, we just kind of went and fished, and then he started yelling at us.
That's fine.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
telling your guys' story.
Yeah, no, towards the bridge area.
So you went upriver pretty much.
Something they hadn't seen. Something that's genuinely difficult to know without a detailed property map on your phone. The warden wrote them each a summons, $200 apiece for trespassing for the purpose of fishing. Maybe. But here's what doesn't sit right. A chain on a riverbed that nobody can see. A man throwing rocks at people who said they'd leave. And at the end of it, the fishermen are the ones who walk away with citations. Some encounters don't have a clean resolution. This was one of them.
This dock right here is your private property. This water is not.
Too much water out here. Everybody can get some of it. You just can't have none of this.
All right, I'll get off. Bye. Bye.
On a mid-October morning in Hampton, Virginia, a fisherman named Daniel headed out to Sunset Creek boat ramp before dawn. The wind was brutal, enough to push him away from his usual spots and force him to try somewhere new. He worked his way along Chesapeake Avenue, found a school of redfish holding under a dock, landed a couple, and then moved on to the next line of docks. Legal water, public water, not a single plank of wood touched. That's when the dog started barking. The husband came out first, standing on the dock, telling Daniel he was on private property.
Huh? What's up? Why? It's not. It's not private property though. It's not private property. Hurry up. Okay, I get... Huh? It's the high tide line, that's the private property.
Daniel stayed calm and kept explaining the same thing, that a dock permit doesn't give you ownership of the surrounding water. that the high tide line is where private property ends, that he hadn't touched their dock and wasn't going to. The conversation went nowhere. Two people talking past each other, neither backing down. Then the wife came out. She was already screaming when she hit the dock. Daniel kept his composure, kept trying to de-escalate, kept repeating calmly that he was within his legal rights. She turned around and went back inside. He thought it was over. She had walked inside, picked up a handgun, walked back out, and pointed it at a man in a boat who was fishing legally in public water.
I think that this dock right here is your private property. This water is not.
We own the water rights.
Okay, listen. All right, I'll get off.
Leave.
All right, I'll get off. Bye. Bye. I'll get off.
Go fish over there.
Okay.
Go fish 20 feet beyond that.
Okay.
But you don't belong here.
Okay. I'll get off.
Got it?
Yep.
All right. Too much water out here. Everybody can get some of it. You just can't have none of this.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not playing with you. He might play with you. I ain't playing with you.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. I got you.
Daniel moved his boat away immediately and called 911, staying on the line and giving them everything. The address, her description, the type of firearm, his exact location on the water.
Hi, yeah, I'm actually out fishing in the James River, right off of Chesapeake Boulevard, and I was just fishing along the docks, and I just had someone pull a gun on me. Chesapeake Avenue, it's just looks like west of Manteo Avenue, but the house is, they're still on their dock. I'm about 500 feet away from their dock right now. She's a black lady. She's yelling at me about being she's fed up with these white people or something along those lines. It looked like a handgun. It was it looked like a little 9mm handgun, probably like a Glock.
He stayed calm through the entire call in a way that most people simply couldn't manage with an adrenaline dump that size. Officers were dispatched. Daniel was never charged with anything because he had done nothing wrong. But the detail that lingers, the one that's almost too strange to process, came after the incident when Daniel did some research on the woman involved. She had published a book about self-healing. Everything up to this point has involved other people making terrible decisions. This one is different. This one is just the ocean doing what the ocean does. On April 13th, 2024, 3 teenagers headed down to fish off the rocks on the Australian coast. 2 were 17. Ray was 15. It was supposed to be a casual afternoon. Just a few mates, some rods, nothing serious. First cast, Ray's lure snagged on the rocks right at the waterline. He went to free it. He never made it back. What followed, unedited minutes of footage that is genuinely one of the most difficult things to watch on a fishing channel. Not because of what you see, but because of what you hear. 2 17-year-olds trying to stay calm while their 15-year-old friend is getting beaten against rocks by ocean swells, and there is almost nothing they can do about it.
Chuck us a pole. Oi, you just be on wave watch. Oi, hold that. Go, just climb yourself up. Oh! Oi. Fuck! Dude! Oi, big one! Fuck! You're gonna have to come up, dude!
They threw him a rod to grab. They guided him towards sections of the rock face with better grip. They told him to stay calm while he was being pulled under and slammed back up again, over and over. At one point, one of them said the most honest thing anyone says in this entire video. That's not cowardice. That's clarity. 2 people on the rocks understood that entering that water meant 3 people in danger instead of 1. So they stayed, and they held it together.
Go grab it. Huh? Go back. Go, get him, get.
And they kept talking Ray through it while he exhausted himself, trying to find purchase on the rocks. When Ray finally cleared the rocks and collapsed on dry ground, the relief that came out of his friends wasn't celebration. It was something rawer than that.
Holy fuck. Oh. Fuck. That was fucking scary, Connor. The thing is, my legs don't even hurt or anything. It's just adrenaline.
The creator of this video posted it with one specific purpose: to warn people away from rock fishing in rough conditions. He says he wouldn't recommend fishing off rocks at all. 15 years old, first cast. That's how fast it happens.
A human being?
Copy that.
Say again?
Copy. I think we got a dead body here.
And then there's this one. Two fishermen, Mark and his partner, arrived at the boat ramp on Lake Emery early in the morning, planning to work their way down toward the dam. Standard put-in routine: unload the kayaks, get the gear ready, check the equipment. That's when Mark noticed something sitting at the edge of the boat ramp. A small pair of Crocs, just sitting there. No bag, no towel, no sign of anyone nearby. He looked around, didn't see anyone, and filed it away as strange, but not his problem. He had a fishing trip to get to. He paddled out. He and his partner worked downstream. And then, somewhere between the boat ramp and the dam, something in the water stopped him.
I gotta call the police. It's right there.
It wasn't. Mark called 911 from his kayak, stayed on the line, described what he was seeing as clearly as he could while keeping his distance.
I am fishing on Lake Emery and I have come across a dead body. My name is Mark Wilkins. It looks like it's been here for yes, sir. John, go up there and look at that. Tell me what.
Authorities told him to head back to the boat ramp and wait. And that's when the Crocs came back to him. He told the responding officers about the shoes sitting at the water's edge, the small ones, the ones with no owner. Officers sent someone down to check immediately. The authorities launched their rescue boat and handled the scene.
Hey, and there's shoes at the boat ramp, dude. There's just a pair of like little Crocs, not like a girl-sized Crocs, just sitting there at the boat ramp. Weird. Yeah, I saw them when I put the boat in. They were just like two little Crocs, and yeah.
He's got socks on them.
Oh, real? Well, socks and Crocs, yeah.
Mark and his partner were cleared to leave, and they went back to fishing because there was nothing else to do, and staying wasn't going to help anyone. But that detail won't leave you alone. A small pair of shoes, sitting empty at the water's edge. There before Mark arrived. There, when he put his kayak in. There when he came back. No closure. No answers released publicly. Just a lake, a boat ramp, and a pair of shoes that nobody came back for. That's the one that stays with you. Not every disturbing discovery comes with chaos around it. Sometimes the water just shows you something quietly, and you're the only one there to see it. A fisherman known online as OB Red headed out one afternoon for a straightforward catfish and base session. Things started going sideways almost immediately. His throw net got caught and he lost it in the water. $20 gone before he'd caught a single fish.
Okay, now you see me, I turned around, I'm going a different route. But if you look to the left of the screen, just look at the left of the screen. Did you see it?
He switched to waiting and kept his camera rolling. He turned around to try a different direction. There was a man floating in the water. OB Red didn't get close. He didn't touch anything. He got himself out of the water as fast as he could, hands shaking, and stood on the bank trying to process what he'd just seen.
I had to whip out my camera because nobody would believe me. What if my film on her was not recording? I didn't know, you know what I mean? So
he called the police. He waited. Officers came, took the scene, and that was the end of it. No follow-up. No information shared publicly about who the man was, how long he'd been there, or what had happened to him. Just a fishing trip that became something else entirely, and a man standing on a bank alone trying to make sense of it. Some discoveries don't come with answers. They just come.